Hello, my name is Carlos Fernandez, and I chose orthopedic impairment for my adaptation presentation. Orthopedic impairment is caused by congenital anomalies, impairments caused by disease, and impairments from other causes. These impairments can be things such as cerebral palsy, amputations, loss of limbs, tuberculosis in the bone, as well as scoliosis. Now, as far as statistics for the United States and California, according to the U.S. Department of Education, 6,535,830 students between the ages of 3 and 21 received special services in 2011. Of those students, 61,795 students were diagnosed with orthopedic impairment, constituting for less than 1% of that population. In California, there were 679,269 students diagnosed with disabilities, and 13,587 of those had orthopedic impairment. Now, as far as my adaptations and strategies, orthopedic impairment has an impact on learning depending on the severity of the disability. Many students with orthopedic impairments don't suffer from any learning or cognitive issues. Students diagnosed with neuromotor impairments, however, have a more difficult time due to brain involvement. Accommodations must be adapted to ensure the best educational instruction possible. Strategies. Um, Now, orthopedic impairment is classified into three categories. One being neuromotor impairment, degenerative diseases, and musculoskeletal disorders. Now, I have created a number of strategies to combat each of the categories. For neuromotor impairments, teachers can seek the aid of speech therapists to help with the development of student speech. Creating monologue for students using the classroom, such as hello teacher, hi teacher, can help develop speech as well. And speech recognition software as well as screen reading software. There are students who are unable to use their verbal skills or social or vocal cords. There are applications and software that can um, vocalize their writing patterns or their text speeches. As far as degenerative diseases, developing gross motor skills is an essential process to development of students. Students attending OT, such as occupational therapy, can develop these skills. Lessons geared towards the development of gross motor skills can be beneficial as well. Seated regimen will also lead to productivity. As far as musculoskeletal disorder, planning ahead to avoid any activities or lessons that require the use of certain limbs. Exploring several resources in which students can learn from. Implications. There are several implications that can arise in the classroom and the school setting. As far as the classroom environment, students with orthopedic impairment suffer from sporadic muscle cramping. Students might not have the ability to navigate as easily as other students in and out of the classroom. More aids will be needed, which might be limited by school resources and budget. Academic instruction. Students with neuromotor complications have limited verbal ability. Students also with orthopedic impairments have a loss of desire to learn due to their impairments. There is also limited mobility in hands, which can lead to the inability to write or develop fine motor skills. Social behavior. Inability to socialize with students due to impairment, class behavior due to proximal proximity zone, and limited social norms. Now, I have never personally worked with any students who were diagnosed with orthopedic impairments. Um, I have been in a school structure where there were students of this nature. They had many, many aides in their classroom. Um, and as far as the classroom instruction, from speaking to these teachers one on one and speaking with the aides, it's a very difficult task. They work on just basic principles such as writing their name, creating social conversations with them. Um, yeah, it's a very rigorous task, trying to create a curriculum for students, but it's very rewarding at the end of the day, from what I hear. All right, well, thank you.